Deacon, give me a thumbs up if you're Jigsaw.
Let's get up here, fool. Stop being weird. Like anyone's
He
gonna
totally
bite. We're gonna bite you up here, or is your voice so sacred? I'm like shit, you clip or you've been hanging out. It's so weird.
What's up, bro? Now there's two of them in here. What the fuck is going on? Oh, there we go.
I noticed Josh.
Yo, my
Brock.
man, you want to squash this shit or you want to be a bitch? I'm just curious.
What's up,
For
Chase?
real.
What's up,
Oh,
Jake?
What's up, dude?
oh, it's Chase. I thought it was Jigsaw.
Yeah, it's
What the
me.
fuck,
You all
man?
got, Tio's in here too. I'm going to make sure both of you all pussies can fucking come in and we can talk about this. Otherwise, you're just going to fade off into obscurity as cucks you are. All right? Quit being a bitch, dude. Let's talk about this like grown men.
Something to talk about, bro.
There's tons of shit to talk about.
Like what?
Like anything that you have to fucking talk about on your little fucking gay ass fucking YouTube streams, bro.
Why do I need to talk about it? It's on video. I just
I don't know why
reference
you
to
need to talk
that.
about this. Some of you obviously feel dedicated to, so why are you talking about it?
You brought it
Because
up.
nobody likes you. You're left out. You feel left out. You didn't get picked.
God, that guy is lovely. I think I would rather have been Jigsaw, bro.
Something that's becoming very normal is like this idea where you can like threaten to hurt people and that you're gonna get a hold of them and do this, or that if you saw that little bitch you would do this and that. I call it gooning out, and I just can't stand it, bro. It's one of those things that I hate the most, and it scares girls away. Like it's just negative for a community. And I've had problems with this guy named Chase. The account is Invisible Nexus. I'll go ahead and put it up when I do my edit. And I've made a video about it. We were kind of buddies at first, but he was known to like drink a lot in his spaces and goon out. He would, talk about committing violence and stuff. You'll never catch me doing that shit. You'll never catch me in a space telling someone that I'm gonna, if I see him at a UFO convention, I'm gonna do this, that. And I hate that shit. I hate violence. I hate the threat of violence as a way to accomplish a goal. That's everything I'm against. And this guy is just he tended to do that a lot, and so I started to distance myself from him. And then it came to a head. I was hosting a space, and he gave a guy in there a really hard time that I was trying to be cool with. And so we got into it, and I blocked the guy. I don't like his energy. I don't want him around. I think the worst thing I've said about this guy is that he's a drunk goon. Like that's about as bad. A violent drunk goon. He's a aggressive bully. Uh, well, every once in a while, like when I'm having these spaces where like people tend to join sometimes, uh, he'll like try to go through back channels and get me to unblock him. And he's one of the ones where I don't want to unblock him. I honestly don't want this guy in my spaces. I don't like being around him. And he tried doing that in a space I had yesterday. It was the I forget which one it was called. I'll put it up when I do my edit, so people can go listen to it. It was actually a pretty good space. We had Panda in there. Oh, it was the one we were talking about the YouTube channels getting taken down and stuff. Viral Hog. It was called Viral Hog Wild. Well, he did try to join at some point, and I think he was on a sock or something. I don't know if I booted him then or not. I might have, but it was just because these guys were being crazy and trying to disrupt the space, and I don't want them around. Like that's my right. Well, these guys immediately go and start their own spaces where their whole space is to, call me a piece of shit and an inbred fuckhead drug addict over in the other space. Well, they'll sit over there for hours doing this. Well, we're still over here like having our conversation that they just happen to, not be included in. They just can't handle it. And I'm gonna play the clip. I had a space tonight, and Somber ended up joining. Carlos joined, and the reason for the space is I wanted to get this Jigsaw guy. I wanted to get him in there and find out who the fuck this guy was because there was another clip, I'll play some of, where they got the Jigsaw sock, the one that's been harassing us, making all these threats. They got him talking in a space. It's some Australian guy with an an Australian accent. I wanted to see if he would come in and talk, and we could find out, like, why are you doing this? What's your motive? Like, can we, like, how do we end this? We were trying to be cool with the guy. But what ended up happening is instead of Jigsaw popping up into the space, it was Chase on a sock. And I'm thinking it was Jigsaw, and I was kind of excited, like, oh, he actually showed up. And it happens to be Chase. And I'm just going to go ahead and play the clip in the entirety. I'm going to play it right now. I think it was like 2 or 3 minutes. No, it was short. It was only like 2 minutes. So I'll just go ahead and play it for you. You're not going to hear it now. You're going to have to wait for the edit on YouTube. But the clip, actually, I don't think I posted it. I wanted to save it for my YouTube.
Deacon,
So we'll
give me a thumbs
it,
up if you're Jigsaw.
and then I'll give you a minute to listen to it. And then I'll
What's
give
up,
a
bro?
summary of it.
I noticed Josh
Yo, my
Brockett.
man, you want to squash this shit or you want to be a bitch? I'm just curious.
What's up,
For
Chase?
real.
Oh,
What's up, dude?
oh, it's Chase. I thought it was Jigsaw.
Yeah, it's
What the
me.
fuck,
You all
man?
got, and Tio's in here too. I'm gonna make sure both of you all pussies can fucking come in and we can talk about this. Otherwise, you're just gonna fade off into obscurity as cucks you are. All right. Quit being a bitch, dude. Let's talk about this like grown men.
Something to talk about, bro.
There's tons of shit to talk about.
Like what?
Like anything that you have to fucking talk about on your little fucking gay ass fucking YouTube streams, bro.
Why do I need to talk about it? It's on video.
I don't know why you need to talk about it. That's something you obviously feel dedicated to. So why are you talking about it?
You brought it
Because
up.
nobody likes you. You're left out. You feel left out. You didn't get picked.
God, that guy is lovely. I think I would rather have been Jigsaw, bro.
And like it starts out like, oh, well, maybe he just wants to hang out in this space. He immediately starts calling me like a bitch and like using words that, dude, if anyone from the hood knows, there's select words. Bitch is one of them. Pussy is one of them. Bitch N-word is one of them. There's certain words that you don't use these words if you're trying to squash a beef. Like, these aren't the words you bring to the table if you're trying to, be cool with someone. And it's immediate. He starts raging about and calling us names. Me and Tio, I think, is what he's calling us names. And he immediately starts talking about my YouTube videos, which, dude, I rarely mention this fucking guy, so I don't really understand. Like, he's pretty irrelevant on the great. The only time this guy is really paid attention to is when he's doing what's crashing out. So he rages out on me in this space, and you'll see when I play the clip. I just kick him out of there, and we continue the space. He goes over and starts his own space, where he's got like 2 or 3 people in there, and he's in there obviously raging out, like, I'm gonna get these blah blah blah, because that's what he does. He's a ragey goon. And somebody reported him over there. Because I'll show you, when you're going to have to wait till you see the edit, obviously. I'll put all this stuff up. I got screenshots of it. While he was in that space, and I'm over in my space, probably actively talking while it happens, it wasn't me. I didn't report him. I wasn't even paying attention to him. I just booted him and we moved on. Someone in his TeeJay's space, they reported him for the shit he was saying. I don't know what he was saying over there. I can imagine it with Chase. It had to do with like, I'm gonna commit violence against this person. And you get anywhere on the internet, you get in trouble for that. You're not allowed to do that. So someone over in that space reported him, and he got locked in this space. So he's got the lock thing where you're no longer allowed to have spaces because you're a violent prick, blah, blah, blah. He screenshots that, I'll put it up, and posts it on his account, and blames it on me. Starts attacking me over it. This guy comes into my space, starts calling me a pussy bitch and all this stuff, goes and starts his own space, talking about all this violent crap he's gonna do, gets his account locked, and then attacks me again because his account got locked. This is the shit this is a typical day in my life on this app, and I didn't report the guy. I had no reason to, even though I know the shit he says, but he hadn't posted anything about wanting to watch me die slowly or anything lately. So I didn't report him, but I'll just be 100% because that's what I do. Once I saw when he posted the thing saying that someone else was reporting him for what he was saying in that space, I was like, well, fuck it. I went and reported him too after that. It's like, because obviously he's in there saying wild shit, and I wouldn't apologize for it. This guy's a violent bully. Um, and whoever did report him over there in that space, I appreciate you, and you're one of the good ones, because no one should be sitting in these spaces talking about how they're gonna harm people. Even me. I know I might deserve it, but it shouldn't be happening, and it's becoming very normal. This is just something we do when we get angry. We tell someone we want them to die or whatever. It's becoming normal, and I'm only seeing it, like, I don't want to bully and pick on people, but there's a lot of alcoholism, and I've got, the drug problem, so I hate picking on people for that type of thing. But there's a correlation between these guys that drink heavily and hold these rage spaces, you know? And then so his account gets locked, and I'm the bad guy because he made a bunch of threats towards me and upset somebody. Like, dude, people probably popped into that space. Dude, I have friends on the app. Like, there's a lot of these women I talk to in DMs and stuff, and that's what I don't think a lot of these guys understand. Is like when they're so quick to blame me. If one of these ladies, if I wanted to be a prick, I could name probably 20 of them that I DM with. If they stumbled into one of these spaces, like, oh, a UFO Twitter space, and they heard some drunken goon like this guy talking about all this violent bullshit he wants to do, they would report him. They'd be like, this guy's out of his mind. It's because they're sane. Like, I only really talk to people that are logical, and if you see someone that's in one of these spaces talking about how they want to get their hands on someone from UFO Twitter and do them harm, report them. By all means, report them. Report them, clip it, send it to your friends, and have them report them too. These people will try to shame you for that. This asshole deserved to get his account locked. You, these guys have been, dude, for the last 36 hours, I've been getting screens and DMs and clips of these guys threatening me, and like I said, you'll never find a recording or a clip of me threatening anyone. Like, I'm gonna come and roll up and dude. I come to UFO Twitter to get away from that shit. That's why it bothers me so much. Is like, this used to be my escape from that crap. And the stuff at the bus stop, all the tough guy shit. It when these guys just kind of merge in and try to bully their way in. This Chase guy, I didn't do anything to this guy, but tell him he's kind of a bully prick and I don't really want to associate with him. That's all I did to this guy. That's my right. And now he's gonna run me through the mud, and everyone's gonna talk about how that I hacked his account. That's what they do. I'm tired of this shit, but yeah, that's about it. I'm excited to get in and play some GTA or so, but I'm gonna put up the videos and the recordings during the edit, so the edit will be a lot better, but this shit, man. People need to call that out. And it's silly because it's like when they do call it out, it's for people that didn't really mean to say what they said. Like, you guys go and attack, like, Fessler and Mike Disclosure because they might have said this or that. But then you'll sit in spaces with this guy, while he blatantly talks about wanting to watch me die and all this shit, like how no one would care if I died and what he would do if he saw me in real life. And y'all act like it's just normal, everyday UFO Twitter. It's why I don't take it seriously when you guys do that shit. There's just so much hypocrisy. It becomes overwhelming sometimes. But that's about it. The space is called Jigsaw Live over on my account. It's at Felony Talk on X. It's the last space. It was like an hour and a half. If you want to go, it's in there. If you want to go here, it was only like a minute and a half. He came in, he raged, he called people names, and I removed him. And then he went and got his account locked. That was basically what happened. Jigsaw did come in on a couple of their socks, but they never joined speaker. They popped up and then left. So I ended up just talking with like Somber and Carlos for a while. Um, I did talk a little bit about Somber and some of the shit he said about me yesterday, and uh, I think all I really will say about that shit is like everyone has things going on in their personal life sometimes. And dude, I am like one of the most understanding people that you'll probably meet on that app. If someone comes to me in my DMs and apologizes for something, or they don't even have to do it publicly. Like that's enough for me. If they face, they're like, "Look, I was going through this. I didn't mean to say that shit. I'm sorry." I'll meet them halfway every time. Even crazy fuckers like this Jigsaw guy. Like, that's one of my weaknesses. That's what a lot of people don't understand about me and get wrong about me. I'm probably one of the most understanding people on the app, and it's to a fault. It's where I get used in my real life and shit. I'm too I'm naive with it sometimes. Uh, but yeah, so it's squashed, whatever. Uh, Honestly, I just want things to like chill the fuck out on that app. I'm starting to look at things a little differently. I've taken some mental shifts on things. Even talking to Panda a little bit. I think that's a way we could possibly end the bullshit, but they gotta want it too. Like they have to be, and that's the thing is like it doesn't really benefit them for the drama to end. It does for guys like me though. I'm burned on it, and it holds my progress back as a content creator. Cause this is the only online community I have right now, and if you're blacklisted by such a large percentage, it makes it difficult to grow. So it just kind of sucks all around. But those guys seem to be the ones that kind of benefit from it. So, but uh, I don't really have any ill will against any of those guys. Tuper, Panda. I don't like a lot of the shit they do. I think, as far as like the cyber cult complex, the cult guru shit, it's real. I'll always think that. But I've been honest about it, and I think we all fall into the cyber cult thing sometimes. Just getting um just getting emotionally invested with other people online, you're in. If you're getting, if you're getting in your feelings about what's happening in your online community, you're in. You're in the cyber cult. I mean, it's a pretty thin line. It's something we should all probably watch ourselves with. No one on that app should have the ability to make you drink heavily and threaten people and um yeah. One thing about that guy, Chase, he had been sober, I guess, for a couple months there, and everyone was like congratulating him on like good job, like drinking is hard. It's hard to quit drinking, especially if you've been drinking for most of your life. Uh, and then like all of a sudden he's talking about like how he's gonna crack a bottle of bourbon and crash out, and everyone was encouraging him. Like everyone in the community, I saw people like this Interstellar guy and guys that I thought were like real thoughtful, good guys, like encouraging him, like, yeah, man, let's all jump in this space and get shit faced and crash out. I didn't see a single one say, dude, are you sure you want to jump off the wagon? Like, have you put thought into this? Like, you can participate in spaces without being drunk and ragey. I was the only one that thought about it. Like, are you sure? Like we're talking about your sobriety here. And I'm supposed to be this guy's like nemesis. You know, like he's threatening me and I'm the only one that thought like, "Wait, are you sure you want to go get drunk just so you can have an entertaining Twitter space?" And he went in and they all fought all fucking night and he passed out on the mic again. And this is what caused this guy's spiral. He got all drunk in his space, he passed out on the mic, and then everyone clowned him, and he felt bad about it. He cried, and then people laughed because he cried, and he got even more angry. It's a cycle, and it bothered me that so many people were encouraging that behavior. A lot of, like I said, a lot of people that I always thought were good people were like encouraging him, like, yeah, crush out, bro. Drink one for me. That shit, man. I don't forget things like that. I notice things, and I don't, you fucking people, man. Like, all for what? So you can have an entertaining space that night? You're gonna like shit on this guy's chance at being sober? If any of those people really cared about that guy, they wouldn't be like that. And that's where you need to realize that if you have if you have 3 or 4 real friends, maybe 5 on this app, consider yourself lucky, because the rest don't care about you. They would trigger you to flush your sobriety down the toilet just so they could have an entertaining Twitter space that night.